Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Chris and welcome to lesson 11. I hope you're well. And I hope you're ready to get started. We've got quite a lot to do today. And I thought what we do first of all is just recap over the piece that we learnt over the last few lessons. So lesson number 9 and lesson 10. And that was Hey Jude. So I thought we'd just play a little bit of that and finish that one off. You can see here I've got my iPad. Connected up via Bluetooth into the piano, so we've got a backing track to use as well. So if you're ready, hopefully over the last lessons you've been following us and you've learnt this piece pretty much. It's now time to play it. So here we go. So what I've done is we'll just switch over to the keyboard, and we're going to start off with our fourth finger on G. There we are. And I've got my backing track that I can control on the iPad here. So if you're ready, let's try and have a go at this. If you haven't learnt it, don't worry, just follow it for now. And of course, you can always play the video back at another time when you've had a look at lesson number 9 and lesson 10. But if you're with us, here we go. So are you ready? And you may remember that we start off with a count-in. So you'll hear a click. It'll go 1, 2, 3, and then we come in on the first note. How about if we do it a couple of times? I'll do it for you first. Have a listen. I'll tell you what the chords are going to be as well. If you want to, you can play with both hands or just with the melody. It's up to you. Okay, here we go. 2, 3. C chord. G chord. G chord, C chord, F chord, C chord, G chord, C chord. Okay, there we go. So a little quick demo. And now it's your turn. Let's play together and have another go. Are you ready? Let's just rewind. Okay. Now, before we start, it's probably worth saying that you may have seen when I played chords, I played a C chord here, I played a G chord here, and I played an F chord here. I think if I played it again, as I will do, perhaps I'm going to try playing C chord, G chord, F chord. That sounds nicer. So I'll do that this time around. C chord, G chord, up to F chord. So you can either play the F chord here if you want to, of course, F at the bottom note, or down here. It's totally up to you. We did chords, of course, in lesson 9 and lesson 10. Right, without further ado, fourth finger on G. And are you ready? Off we go. Ready, steady, play. G chord. G chord. C chord. F chord coming up. C chord, G chord, C chord, and there we are. It sounds really great, doesn't it, after a bit of work? So enjoy that. Of course, you can always rewind the video and play it again. The first chord you need is a C chord. It's probably worth mentioning as well, so make sure the first chord you play there is a C. Now, in our previous lesson, in lesson 10, we started another piece, and it was kind of connected because it was written by John Lennon, who of course co-wrote, I guess you could say, Hey Jude with the rest of the Beatles. But the piece we were looking at by John Lennon was his and his wife's. It was, of course, Imagine. He released it as a single. And we started off learning a little bit of the melody of that piece, and I did promise you that we continue it, so that's what we're going to do. Now, you might remember that we had a little look at something like this in our previous lesson, and I introduced you to the musical symbol which is highlighted or circled in red. Can you remember what that is? Yeah, it's a rest, and more specifically, it's actually a quaver rest. A quaver rest, of course, is a half beat. And in our previous couple of lessons, in lesson 10 and lesson 9, we went through how to work that out. But in a very brief sort of recap, of course, what you can say about that is that the symbol that's circled, the rest, is half a beat. Now, you remember when you're counting half beats, if your whole beats sound like this, ta, 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 if you split each one of those in half, you're going to end up with te, 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 te. Okay? And we said that the rest here, that's when you count or say te, but you don't clap. So as a bit of a recap, let's take a look at this rhythm. And I wonder if you can work out how you would clap it. We'll do it together in a second, but have a look at that. Can you remember how to do it? Okay, so the answer is, if we start from, obviously, the left side, the answer is, I would begin by saying te, but not clapping. And the rest of it would be like this. So you'll hear me say te first. That's the rest. Okay. So it goes. Ready, go. Te, 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 ta, ta. Okay, that's the answer. Have a listen again. Te, 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 ta, ta. Okay. One more time. All right, here we go. Ready, and te, 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 ta, ta. And that's how Imagine starts. So let's take a look at how to actually play it on the piano. And what's this symbol called up here? A G clef. That's right. The little curl is going round the line 1 from the bottom, second line up, I suppose you could say. Which means that note, where the line is going through it, that's a G. We've done this in previous lessons. That's the note we need. A G. Of course, here's middle C, C, D, E, F, G. Okay. So, all right, this time, let's see if we can play that. Okay, we'll do it nice and slowly. Okay, I'll count you in. Tell you what, I'll show you how it goes first, and then you can try with me. Okay? So, ready, steady, play. Te, 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 ta, ta. Okay, I played G, G, B. Okay. Okay, let's try it a couple of times. Alright, you ready? Put your thumb on G. Let's try this. Ready, steady, play. Te, 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 ta, ta. Let's do that again. Ready, steady, play. Te, 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 ta, ta. Okay, well, I hope that made sense so far. If you're following it, great. If not, don't worry. You can always rewind, have a practice. And as I've said, take a look at lesson 10 again, because that's where we started to talk about this in a bit more detail. But I'm going to teach you a bit more of Imagine today, and I've decided we're going to do it in 2 different ways. Let me show you what I've got in store. So, what I thought we'd do is learn Imagine, but what we're going to do is we're going to sort of do it in 2 ways at once, if that makes sense. So if you'd like to try and read the music, of course you can see it there, but I'm not going to ask you to read it. What we can do is learn it as we've been doing previous songs by me playing a little phrase and you copying it. But what I hope is that by seeing how the written dots translate into actual playing, you can see really how far you've come so far. So, anything there that we haven't talked about before? Well, Not really. I suppose if we look right at the top here on the left hand side, we've got a G clef. That usually means we're going to play with our right hand for the melody. Next to it we've got a C. We haven't talked about that. Now, when you go off and find other songs to play, you'll see that symbol right next to the G clef and also the F clef, it has to be said. But that C actually is C for common time. And actually common time basically means that there are 4 beats to every bar. Remember we discussed how in music, written music is always divided up into bars of equal numbers of beats. Now, for most pop songs, it's fair to say that common time means 4 beats in every bar. In fact, I'd go as far as to say most music is written in 4 beats in a bar, with lots of exceptions, has to be said, but that's why we call common time 4 beats in a bar. It's the most common. Okay, so that's what that means. Anything else there? You can see the where are we? The vertical lines. They're the bar lines or the bar markers, and that symbol that looks like a box on a shelf. We have covered that before. That's a 2-beat rest. Okay. And actually, thinking about note values, what about the note right at the end here? How many beats is that worth? Yeah, it's a 4-beat note. Okay, with no stem. Okay, so let's play. So what we're going to do first of all is we've got 4 bars there, and I'm going to play the 4 bars completely, and then I'm going to ask you to play it back. Okay, notice how at the beginning here that bar was what we've just played. We've just done that together. It went ready, steady, tay, 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 ta, ta. Okay, that was the first bar. So here's the 4 bars, one after the other. Have a listen, and then you can join in afterwards. Here we go. Ready, steady, play. Tay, 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 ta, 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 ta. Rest, rest. Tay, 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 ta, 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 ah, ah, ah. There's a 4-beat note. This time I'll do it again, and I'll tell you what the note names are, and I'll play it slower. Okay? 1, 2, ready, and play. G, 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 B, B, A, rest, rest, rest. G, 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 B, A, 2, 3, 4. Okay? Alright, have a listen again. Here we go. Do you want to follow me this time? Make sure you've got your thumb on G, okay? And actually, while we think about it, how many different notes can you see on the music? How many different notes in terms of the pitch? Actually, the answer, I think, yeah, it's 3, isn't there? We've got a G, we've got an A, we've got B. We've only got 3 notes to worry about. The rhythm's pretty tricky though. That's fair enough. Okay, here we go. Ready, steady, play. G, 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 B, B, A, rest, 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 G, 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 B, A, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's try that again. A little bit quicker, and then we're going to move on. Okay, so what I'll do is say ready, steady, play, 1, and okay, and we'll be in. Okay, all right, are you ready? Ready, ready, sorry, ready, steady, play, 1. G, 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 B, B, A, rest, 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 G, 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 B, A, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I was thinking about what was coming next. This is what's coming next. Okay, and if you have a quick look through it, you can see it's very, very similar. just at the very end there, we have a slight difference. How many beats is that note worth for? That's a 3-beat note when it's not coloured in, and a dot after it. And this little symbol here, yeah, that's a 1-beat rest. And I think we did those in Blowing in the Wind, didn't we? That was our piece we looked at rests. Okay, back to the beginning of this bit, and let's try it. Ready, steady, rest. G, 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 B, B, A, rest, rest, rest. G, 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 B, B, A, rest. Okay, let's try that a couple more times. It's very similar, isn't it? Very similar. Okay, 1, 2, ready, and rest. G, 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 B, B, A, rest, rest, rest. G, 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 B, B, A, 2, 3, rest. Okay, let's try it one more time. Okay, 1, 2, ready, and play. G, 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 B, B, A, rest, rest, rest. G, 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 B, B, A, 2, 3, rest. Okay, do you want to do those 2 phrases together? Okay, why not? Alright, so if I can, I'll very quickly flick between the 2 screens. Are you ready? So you're going to go from the beginning now. We're halfway through, by the way, halfway through. Ready? Thumb on G. Got it? Okay. So from the beginning, ready, steady, play, rest. G, 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 B, B, A, rest, rest, rest. G, 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 B, A, 2, 3, 4, rest. G, 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 B, B, A, rest, rest, rest. G, 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 B, B, A, 2, 3, rest. Okay, great. Let's move on. Oh, okay. This is different. Alright, so this is the last bit that we're going to do. We haven't done this together. And this is probably going to take a little bit of detective work. Let's first of all focus on the rhythm. Okay, when you're reading music, you have what we call the rhythm, i.e. working out what the note values are. And you also have pitch. And pitch is concerned with exactly what notes you're going to play on the piano. So let's separate rhythm from pitch. They're 2 different things. Let's just do rhythm first. Now, the great way of understanding rhythm is by clapping it. Okay. So here's a little challenge for you. What I want you to do is think about just these first 2 bars here. These 2. Okay. How would you clap those? Okay, so the answer is, of course, we've got, again, a quaver rest at the beginning. We've got, look here, we've got 2 quavers and a 3-beat note there. So the answer, going from here, the answer is going to be this. And again, I'm going to count myself in. Okay? Ready, steady, play, tay, 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 ta, ta, tay, tay, ta, ah, ah. Okay? Do it with me. Are you ready? Again, let's do a count-in. Ready, steady, play, tay, 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 ta, ta, tay, tay, ta, ah, ah. Okay. Right. That's that bit done. Let's take a look at these 2 bars now. Now you might say actually these 2 bars are the easiest. I might agree actually. There's no rests to worry about, are there? I don't think there's anything there that we haven't seen before either. So let's do this together, okay? Have a quick look through these 2 bars. We're going to start up here. Are you ready? Again, here's a count in. Ready, steady, play. Ta, 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 ah, tay, 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 tay. How did you do? Okay, should we do it one more time? Okay, back to here. Ready? Here's the counting. Ready, steady, play. Ta, 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 ah, tay, 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 tay. Okay, right, before we move off rhythm, I think we've covered it. Let's do the entire line as we see it here, starting from the beginning of the line, okay, with the quaver rest. Are you ready? Here's the count-in. Good luck. Ready, steady, play. Tay, 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 ta, ta, tay, tay, ta, ah, ah. Ta, 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 ah. Tay, 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 tay. Okay, well, I hope that made sense. If you need to practice it again, of course, you can rewind. But that's 50% of the work done. The next bit is to work out exactly what keys we need to play. But because we've already talked about rhythm, we kind of have an understanding of the pattern of the notes, the rhythm of the notes, and that's really important. So often, when I'm teaching people and I'm seeing people learn, they try and do both things at the same time. So always try and separate your learning of rhythm with your learning of the notes. Do the rhythm first. Okay, so we've done that. Let's take a look at what's coming up next. So, you've got to cast your mind back now to signpost notes. And do you remember we said that we started off, of course, with middle C? And we had, didn't we, G? And I've got a feeling it was in the previous lesson, I think lesson 10, where we introduced what C, or one C above middle C, what that looked like. Have a look through and see if you can find it on the musical stave here. It is there. And the answer is it's actually the first crotchet beat there. Okay, sort of above my finger. Okay. The other way you could do it actually would be to say, well, look, you know, I know the G line is the second line from the bottom, and the first note that I need on that line is one step above the G line. That would make it A. Okay, so that's an A. Now, I did say that I was going to teach you this by playing it to you. So what we're going to try and do is to play it together. Don't worry too much if it takes you a while to work out what this is actually, what this actually says in terms of notation. It probably will. You might find you'll need to pause and go through each bar by bar. That's absolutely fine. But a big hint here is to go back and have a look at your signpost notes, because they'll really help you out. Okay, so I'm going to play the first two bars here. Okay? Starting from here, this is what happens. Ready, steady, play, rest. A, C, A, C, E, E, D, A. Hold, hold. Okay, I'll do it again. Don't copy it this time, just have a listen to it. Starting with our thumb on A. Okay? Ready, steady, rest. Okay? Do it one more time and then you can join in. Here we go. Ready, steady, play, rest. Okay. Right, now it's your turn, and I'll tell you what the note names are. Okay? Here we go. Ready, steady, play. Rest A. C, A, C, E, E, D, A. Okay. Let's try that again. Ready? Okay. Ready, steady, play. Rest A. C, A, C, E, E, D, A. Good. Make sure you hold that A for 3 beats. Okay, so that bar will sound like this. E, D, A, hold, hold. Okay? We had A for A, hold, hold. That's 3 beats in total. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Let's do from here now, from the B. Okay? And keep your hand where it was. Okay? We started off with our thumb on A. That's okay. We're going to do this. We're going to say second finger on B. Okay, now I know there's a bit I've left out. We'll deal with that in a second. Let's go back to here, okay? B, 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 C, D. Okay, alright. You do it with me, ready? Second finger on B, okay? And we're starting from here. Ready, steady, play. B, 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 C, D. Alright, okay, well done. So, back a bit more, okay? We're going to go from here. We're going to play all the way to here. We'll deal with these quavers in a second. We're going to do these quavers separately because we're going to have to move our hand position for those. So, I'll play from the beginning, have a listen, and then you can join in. Here we go. Ready, steady, play, rest, A, C, E, E, D, A, hold, hold, B, 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 C, D. Great, let's try that one more time, and then I'll show you what happens with the last 4 quavers. Here we go. Ready? Thumb on A. Wait for the count in. Ready, steady, play, rest, A, C, E, E, D, A, hold, hold, B, 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 C, D. Great, well done. Okay, so now looking at these next 4 quavers, you'll notice that actually they go very high. We've got the next note up is going to be E, and we go even higher up. Any ideas what that note is that's sitting right on top of the musical ladder? If I'm playing E, which is the first of the 4 quavers, what's the next one along? Well, it's 2 steps up. 1 step, 2 steps. That's a G. Okay. But you notice that I had to move my hand. It's no good moving my hand when I need the G, because that's going to be difficult to do when I'm playing. I've got to prepare for that. So here's what you do. If you imagine we've played this part here. Okay. You lift off the D and you put your 3rd finger, middle finger, whoops, there we are, middle finger. We move that and put it on E. And we go 3, 5, 3, 2. Okay? It's probably best if I just play that and you have a look and see what I've done. Okay? So, we started off in the position where our thumb was on A. I'm going to play from here. Let's start on B, the 2nd finger. Are you ready? Here we go. Move, 3rd finger on E. Okay, do that a couple of times. 2nd finger on B. Move, 3, 5, 3, 2. One more go, and then I'm going to get you to try this, okay? So, 2nd finger on B, here we go. Okay, alright, let's see if you can do this, alright? So, 2nd finger, we're going to start from here, 2nd finger on B. Ready? Okay, here's the counting. Ready, steady, play. B, 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 C, D, E, G, E, D. Great. Okay, let's try that again. It's probably worth trying that again. Here we go. Second finger on B. Ready, steady, go. B, 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 C, D, E, G, E, D. Okay. Well, if you're following that, well done, because that is not easy stuff. And if you're still working on it, that's fine as well. Have a rewind and try it again as many times as you like. That's a great thing about video lessons. Now, we're nearly out of time today, but I'm going to give you a hint as to what we're going to be doing next time. Okay, I've got you to read G clef, and before we finish today, I want you to have a quick look at something else. There we go. Okay, so what I've done is prepared what we're going to be looking at in our next lesson. You can see here that what I've done is I've added to the part we read today with a left hand. So what I want you to do is go through some previous lessons and look at reading F clef. And maybe a bit of homework for you as well. Can you have a look at the F clef line and work out what those notes are going to be? And I'm going to play it for you just to finish off with, so you know how it should go. And I'll see you next time, and I'll explain a bit more about how you put both hands together and read the music at the same time. Okay, so here we go. The first note I need in my left hand is actually C. That's one of our signpost notes. Okay, and also this note here is F. It's F on the F line. That was another one of our signpost notes. Here we go, and I'll see you next time. 1, 2, ready, play. Okay, so there we go. Reading some music now for both right hand and left hand, and I'll show you how that works in the next lesson. I hope you enjoyed today. Thank you very much for joining me once again, and as always, if you have any questions or anything you want to have a look at in other lessons, let us know in the comment section and we'll help as much as we can. Good luck. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.